Thank you very much. Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon, sir.
Let me warmly welcome Idea Plus to the ministry. I know that you've been here a couple of times. Um, and as a background, I was opportune sometime last year to tune on my television set onto channels. And I watched the finals of which cup was it? Delta. Delta's Principal's Cup. For the first time, normally if it's CNN, Al Jazeera, BBC, I stay 2 hours when I'm watching news. When I'm watching other activities, I don't stay more than 20 minutes. But I stayed well over an hour. And then someone from my team, I won't mention the name here, said, "I hope you watched what I just watched." And I said, yes. But what came to mind clearly when I saw it, I said, this is the vision we have and we plan to bring to life right before our eyes. I had not met him. Then I got on the plane. I didn't know where I was traveling to. And he walked up to me, introduced himself. And he said, "Do you know me?" I said, "I don't know you." And he mentioned his name. And I said, "Oh, you're the guy that did the Delta." And I said, "We're going to work with you." So that's for background. So I invited him over to the ministry, turned him over to the necessary director and departments. And what we're doing today is a culmination of that entire process. So once again, you're welcome. Let me put on record that when we took over 6 months ago, we had about 5 pillars. We're committed to bringing back grassroots sports development. Embedded in that grassroots sports development is the need to harvest, to hunt for talent, and to nurture them. It's a return to the legacy of sports development. It has a grassroots component that without it, you cannot really develop the talents that we need. And that was a compelling reason, because when you look at our teams, whether it's athletics or football, over time, we don't have that pipeline that brings the young talents through the rank and file until they get to the elite club. Even for our football, we see that now. We rely almost 99% on foreign football players to come and help us secure victories each time we have a game. Yet this country has a lot of talent. Apart from grassroots sports, we are committed to the flavor of it, bringing back the Principal's Cup, but also with a bit of innovation, saying why not also an Headmasters Cup? 64,000 primary schools. We could just spread 10,000 primary schools across the country and start something. I've seen young boys at the age of 6, 8, 10 play so well. But I think the one that speaks to the event today is grassroots sports development. What is closer to it is the fact that we realize government cannot do it all. And we said we're going to work on a private-public partnership, not just in talent hunting, sports development, but also in developing our facilities. And we have, in every engagement we've had, we've tried to push that path to make sure that we bring the private participation into sports development. The ministry, even if we have the funds, in the world we live in now, we seek partnerships. And that is why we have Idea Plus with us. They come with the experience, they come with the knowledge about the terrain, and most importantly, Idea Plus has bought into the vision of the ministry in this respect. You recall with nostalgia that Principal's Cup some years back was on everybody's lips. We've seen some of our best footballers and stars come through the Principal's Cup, and then suddenly we dive off. Today, we give strength to our commitment to bring back the Principal's Cup. That will serve as a trailblazer as we try to bring back some of the past and lost glories of not just football development, but sports development in this country. we are promised that we will not be about football alone. So Idea Plus, we hope that beyond this, you also look at other sports. To some extent, we think that we can leverage on 5 or 6 other sports that can go side by side with football. And I often say, once you have a football pitch, you have at least 5 sports that can take place almost automatically around the pitch. The tracks are there, the shot puts youth, but also benefit the country as we work to bring the talents together. Let me also say that before the Principal's Cup, we've started playing with the idea of having a Unity Cup. We did a test run with Oyo State. We call it Oyo Unity Cup. The plan is to make sure that every single state has a Unity Cup competition through the federal constituencies. Kaduna Unity Cup, Yobe Unity Cup, Kebbi Unity Cup, Rivers Unity Cup. I'm sure at some point there will be a meeting point with what you're doing. But I think that the idea of having the Principal's Cup back should excite not just the ardent football followers, but also some of our past ex-internationals who, if not for the Principal's Cup, they would never have been discovered and they would never have represented this country or even its stardom. Let me also assure you that within the Ministry of Youth and Sports, we have quite a number of experts in the house, especially in our grassroots department, and I'm sure you've met with some of them. I hope that as you proceed on this, you will leverage on the expertise we have in the building here, so that together we can deliver a successful Principal's Cup. So the signing of the MOU this afternoon, for me, it's significant for football development in this country, particularly as it speaks to the grassroots. It's also very significant. We hope that, like I said, beyond football, other sports will also get prominence. So once again, I thank the Idea Plus for working with, partnering with the ministry in this respect. We look forward to when it will eventually kick off with fanfare. We hope that we'll have a full cast, and as the matches are played across the country, we hope we can be part of some of these matches. We hope also that we built in the aspect of content, because if it's not watched on television, you know what it is. Sports without media, without content is weak and it's dead, it's not impactful. So we hope that there's a media component built into it so that people can get to see some of these matches, as the case may be. We hope that this will be at the highest level of professionalism. We hope also that what we see now, not just in Nigeria but across the world, that has plagued football, both at the amateur and professional level, hooliganism, but also more recently on our part, that of the absence of paramedics. I hope that the Principal's Cup will take note of this critical aspect of the game, because the life of the sportsman, even if it's just one single one, is of value. Once again, I thank you and I wish you the very best.